Dutch East Indies.
Oh, that is beautiful. Hi, everyone. Welcome back.
Surely the most exemplary colonial empire under the sun.
Good to see you all here for more Transport
With
Fever 2.
luscious fruits and cheap labor in abundance.
Oh, this reminds me of Tropico all of a sudden.
You act on behalf of the colonial administration. A gifted talent in the art of engineering, you have been appointed to modernize the local transport sector.
Oh, this looks cool already. Beautiful.
Complete this task to the satisfaction of the Crown. If you do, even the post as governor might be in store for you.
Wow, governor of the Dutch East Indies? That could be me today. All right, let's get started. Here we go.
Transport is a much sought-after service on this scarcely civilized island. Eating draft animals such as oxen is punishable by law. That's why the colonial administration has commissioned you to build a railroad so that the plantation business prospers. The delicious coffee is supposed to be transported from the fertile hinterlands to the facility near town for processing. Anyone set on building wisely and cheaply avoids unnecessary slopes. Perform the necessary surveying work.
Okay, so we have coffee and we have sugar to transport here. Again, Transport Fever 2 available on December 11th, 2019. If you guys are excited to see a full playthrough, make sure you click or tap that like button. Greatly appreciate everyone's support. And let's get into our second mission then by surveying the land and building a railroad in accordance with the, applicable land.
Build a route from a thriving plantation across treacherous terrain to the processing factory where the coffee fruit is husked.
Oh, that's easy. Just across here, basically. And they want us to build a cargo station in the highlighted area and then connect. Okay, let's do that. Again, this is our second episode, so if you want to see more of the game in depth, make sure you go ahead and watch the channel from the very beginning for our first mission in Reno, Nevada, building all sorts of things with gold. It was really cool. Let's build a different type of terminal. Let's go with the cargo terminal station like this. There we go. That'll be a little better. And boom, I think we got it. Perfect. Now let's connect with tracks, and let's watch our connection here to make sure we don't go too over budget or into rough terrain. So far, so good. And a little bit of a curve here back the other way. Perfect.
A depot is needed.
All right, let's connect via depot. The game is so encouraging. Rounds of applause every time. Must be you guys all excited for the game, just like me. Let's build a little depot here and connect via the tracks. Right onto here. Perfect. Doesn't have to go too fast, I suppose.
Purchase a complete train, including locomotive and freight cars.
Okay, let's buy some vehicles. We have our steam locomotive, the Borsig. Buy one of those, and according to this, we also need some boxcars and gondolas, maybe? Let's see what it says here. Buy a train with 4 freight cars which can transport coffee. So we want only the boxcars. And we need 4 of them, so let's do that. 1, 2, 3. Actually, I think we have to click add. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this multiplies it by 3. So we only want 1 train. Like that, I think. So 7,095. Wow. 795,000. Never mind. Wow, that's expensive. All right, let's do it.
The coffee beans can now be brought from the plantations on their way to further processing.
Good. Now let's set up the line. So we'll build a line from the coffee plantation to the actual processing site. Easy peasy. All right, good. Now let's put our train on that route. So it should be under, let's see, how do we sort by train? Ah, there we are. Train number 1, line number 1. Done. Now we should be able to unpause and see things go. Create a route for the train and deliver coffee fruit to the factory. So now we just need 1 round of deliveries to complete. Now, this again is taking place early in the timeline of this game. Act 1 takes place from like 1865 all the way up to the early 1900s. Then Act 2 goes all the way through the 1900s. And then the third act is like the late 1900s, probably into modern times. Look at that train. Let's go ride on the train. Woo! That is beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. All right, we've got, let's see, 16 capacity on this one. So let's speed up time since it's the only thing we're doing right now. There's also some side objectives, so we're going to have to find those too. some little side bonus objectives that we're going to have to do at some point in order to get 100% here. Looks like the town has a little railroad over here for some reason. Or is this a road? It's a road that circles around what seems to be a volcano. And then there seems to be some rocky land here. And also another town here. So we've got 2 towns, one there and there. So we've got Samsung and Shibuya. Oh, yeah. Let's see. Well, what is this? An ancient temple as well. Ooh, that's gorgeous. So we got some ancient buildings here. Maybe we can connect there. Maybe there'll be tourism or something at some point. Trying to predict what the objectives will be before they actually happen. Do you do that when you play games? Do you kind of see a setup and you're like, oh, that's a trap? Like you'll walk into a large open room with a lot of waist-high cover and a first-person shooter, or maybe like a third person, and you'll be like, oh, wait a second, this seems suspicious. All right, there goes our first delivery.
What a superb railway. It provides the local plantation leaseholders with truly valuable services. Still fresh from the fields, the fruit quickly reaches the factory. From there, the colony's delightful coffee must be brought to the warehouses and offices in the port for export. That shouldn't be left up to the local coolies. No way. Too easygoing, too inefficient, too unreliable.
Oh, okay, so we got to build
Specially built
line.
Stations are called for, so that the first-rate coffee makes it into town undamaged. If need be, stations that can be guarded against plundering hordes.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. For security purposes. Got it. Alright. We have to build ourselves a truck depot and then a road depot to buy cars. So let's do that first. So with the N and M keys, as in Nathan and Michael, we can rotate. That was a truck station, so that's good. So build a truck stop in the highlighted areas, the factory and the commercial area. I guess we gotta bulldoze this building out of the way for profits. Out of the way. Money first. Sorry, ma'am, you'll have to move.
Ready to go. Nothing stands in the way of speedy transportation to the local port anymore. Send the freight cars of coffee on their way.
Let's see if we have a truck depot already. Oh, looks like we need to buy. Okay, so let's go ahead and put one down. I thought we'd have to do this. Let's put it over here by the truck depot, or the truck stop. There we go. Perfect, blends in nicely. All right, what do we got for vehicles? Horse-drawn carriages or an actual car? Oh, looks like we actually do have our first car. Steam-powered, 17 kilometers. Has a capacity of 5, so it has one more capacity, but it's a little slower. European covered horse. Top speed 20. Oh, that's actually more effective than this. But let's see, cargo. The steam car is only for passengers. So let's go with the one that hauls the most. What's the difference between the European covered and the flatbed? I guess so you can actually see it. Oh, that's kind of cool. The only difference is that you can see one over the other. And there doesn't seem to be any difference in the cost. So let's buy like 4 of these to begin. Well, let's go with 8. Anything we learned from our last episode is that we should probably have way more vehicles than what we need. And we'll have to also have to build a line. So let's do that. New line from the factory to near the port, which we don't even have that built yet either. All right, back to the road depot. And vehicle 1 through 8. Line number 2.
The factory now finds itself in a laudable position by sending processed coffee into town. To experience considerable growth, its products have to reach a clientele with money to spend.
Excellent. Oh, a digested driver.
Oh no! Lucas, the capable engineer on your locomotive, seems to have vanished from the face of the earth. Or anywhere else for that matter. Time to find a stand-in. Right away. Would one of the natives be able to meet this difficult challenge?
Okay.
Several locals show an interest in learning the decidedly noble profession as locomotive engineer. A practice route for training purposes is needed. Meanwhile, certain signs are feeding horrible rumors about the indigenous tribe's diet.
Oh, are you saying that somebody ate our boy? Uh-oh. All right, we have to build a practice track in the highlighted area. Ah, that's what that was for. So we need to build a track somewhere around the volcano. Build a track with 2 small stations in the highlighted area. Okay. How long does it have to be? Well, I don't want to spend too much money, so let's just build two small stations. So I guess we'll build cargo stations. So we'll go 80 meters. I got an idea. We'll go here at the very end, since it needs to be connected via a road. Right there. And we'll do one over here. I guess we can only build them if they connect to roads, I think. There we go. And then we'll connect via tracks. Hopefully they can get good practice in. If they're going to practice, let's just do a crazy route that has all sorts of twists and turns.
Thanks to your reliable deliveries, the factory is working far above par.
There we go.
Although it would certainly be capable of processing much more, virtually colossal capacities of coffee. You should weigh the idea of increasing the transport volume, because coffee from the colony is a commodity in great demand in parlors and salons on the continent.
Did he try to just do that with a French accent a little bit? Okay.
The correct way to drive the vehicle must be practiced first, so that potential passengers are not scared off right away. In the meantime, some hard-to-digest news reaches you. A skilled worker is said to have fallen victim to a bloodthirsty tribe of cannibals.
Let's see. Buy a locomotive and have it drive along the test track for at least 1,500 meters. So I assume our train has to just go back and forth until it reaches the 1,500 meter mark. Okay, let's buy a new train then. Buy vehicle. New train. Let's buy the... Which one's more affordable? The D13. And then let's buy a car too, just for practice. Just for practice. Let's buy 2 of those. Actually, wait a minute. I don't want to buy 2 trains. I want to just buy one with 2 cars. There we go. All right, 709,000. Go ahead and put that on the... Oh, I bought it twice. I expected it to close the menu. That's all right. Quick sale. No problem. Okay, back to building a new line. So let's build a new line from this station to the next, even though it's not really even hauling anything other than passengers. Actually, that line it won't be able to do. So let's have it go this way. There we go. Should be able to go 1, then 2. Perfect. And then let's have our trains go on that line. So it needs to drive 1,500 meters? Yes, 1,500 meters. Okay, so that should be good to go now. So buy a locomotive and have it drive along the test track for 1,500 meters. And on the side, colossal capacity. What do you want me to do here? Let's see, continue.
One train isn't enough to adequately supply the factory with coffee fruit. A passing siding is needed so that a second train can use the line.
Got it.
The trains should wait for each other on the passing siding. This requires placing signals. If the plant is to be used to its fullest capacity, another complete train is needed.
All right, so we're going to buy a new train. Is there a way to clone the current train? Let's see. I wonder if there's a clone option in our train depot here. Buy vehicles. There should be a function to do it. I just don't remember where it is. I think it might actually be on the vehicle itself. Details. Oh, there's even emissions, too. Yeah, nobody would want to be near a train that was pollutive. So that's kind of cool that they put that in there. The more pollutive your line is, the more you need to spread things out. Otherwise, you'll probably encounter some trouble from the locals. Ah, there we are. Clone selected vehicle. Perfect. No depot found. Oh. You can't clone this train? Should be able to clone this train, no problem. I guess we'll just buy our own. Let's just do it on our own again. 1 and then 4 on this one. And the train should be able to deploy once the other one passes the marker. What's the warning we're getting? Stations are reporting the following problem. Cannot stop use by passenger vehicles. Oh, there's a problem because I need to buy a different type of car. I didn't think that would matter on a practice route. Okay, well, let's, well, looks like we got train 3 and 4 sitting here now. So let's go ahead and have train 3 go on this line. Unable to find a path to stop. Oh, it should be going on line 1. There we go. And then,
wherever coffee production thrives, business and prosperity flourish too. Thanks to the railroad, the port town of Surabaya has become a lively trading center for countless goods and services. All kinds of people from all corners of the island want to do profitable business here.
Excellent.
That's why the colonial administration has commissioned you with setting up a passenger line from Semarang to Surabaya.
All right.
Time to build a line which will
Yep.
soon link the key trading hubs in eastern Java.
Cool. Oh, the place is called Java? Oh, that's interesting. All right, the practice line doesn't matter in terms of it having the wrong cars. It's still accomplishing the goal, so that's fine. So we need to go from Mount Suribachi to Samsung and see if we can do that quickly. All right, let's try that. Okay, let's try a passenger train. What if we build a big station like this? Or what if we do one of these? This one might be better, actually. I don't see a pre-existing station either, so it looks like these people, once we connect with a...
Good news. The locomotive engineer has returned safe and sound. While you pictured him in the stomachs of savages,
I did not.
He was having the time of his life in the virgin forest. Naturally, you can't tolerate misconduct like that, and regretfully have to fire the good man.
I didn't make that choice. Okay, anyway. So, train station number 1 is down. Now we gotta go to Semarang. So let's try another... These terminal stations seem to be good for a cheap option or a solution for kind of these quick stops like this. Also, that's being built a little high in the sky. Let's try to build it over here. Does anyone else trigger that you can't perfectly set it up parallel to the road? It's off by a little bit, but I guess that's the nature of the game. Okay, let's go ahead and connect this one too. I guess we'll build another rail depot here as well, but connecting all your train lines together is the much better option because you can save more money by connecting all that stuff together. But with $95 million, I don't think we're going to worry too much. There's no difficulty setting in the game, so I assume it'll get harder as time goes on because it'll give us less cash to start with. All right, let's build along the coast, I guess. Or can we build back here? It might be better to build inland. Although we will be going uphill a little bit. So far, so good. Perfect. With these trains not being able to do much over 40, we can have somewhat of a curve in our train line. Alright, let's build our depot and get these trains rolling. Oh, what's this one for? Oh, a waypoint. Excellent. Very nice. Okay, let's go for the buildings. And let's go for the train depot. And we'll connect these two together in no time. I guess we'll connect it this way. Excellent. Now, I don't know if trains need to stop for maintenance yet. That yet remains to be seen, but I have yet to get into the free build mode, but you'll be seeing videos on that soon enough. I'm excited to start doing that too and see the Shinkansen and much more. Very excited for that. All right, this time it is a passenger train, so let's buy one of those. And does it say how many we need to purchase? Let's see, just a passenger railway. So let's just build it with 4 cars. No idea if we need more than that. But that 32 capacity seems pretty good at a speed of 45 kilometers. So that's good. Seems to be a mediocre connection. Mediocre at best, YouTuber. Yes. Yes, indeed. Okay, let's build ourselves a new line. And we'll build that from town A to town B. There we go. And let's also... Could not connect all stations, it says. Oh, is there some sort of area I missed? I must have missed somewhere in the tracks. Well, let's get the train connected. It should be able to move. And then I'll find out where the gap in the line is later. Let's see if we can do it. So train 4, I'd like you to use line 4. And then let's see where the gap might be in the tracks. Let's see. Following problem with line 4. Let's see if it'll show us where exactly there's a problem. I must have missed it. We'll have to follow the tracks to see if we can find where there's a little gap. And that'll be it right there. Perfect. We found it. Excellent. So now let's demo that a little bit. And we'll just connect the line. All right.
The railroad has been completed. Curiosity runs high. Time will tell if passenger transportation really is a venture that's worthwhile.
Wow, beautiful. Alright, so now we need to transport 25 people between the two lines, and let's see what we can do at the training depot. Okay, what's our next quest for the side? Nothing? Okay. Well, we could probably shut down the other train line, but I guess we'll keep it going for now, just in case we need to use it for something else.
A formidable enterprise like yours calls for a suitably first-rate branch office.
Oh.
After all, you're not just anybody.
Right. Alright.
Build a prestigious residence that is unrivaled in the whole island.
Build a headquarters. Okay. How do we do that? Buildings. Airports, trains, buses. Oh, I don't see a headquarters anywhere. It's my first time doing that, so let's see where we need to do that. Build a headquarters. Building headquarters. No tutorial on that. Well, let's find that. Let's see. Paint tool, assets. Oh, there's trees and stuff. That's cool. We can decorate our line in campaign mode, too. So if we wanted to do that, that's kind of neat. Oh, wow. We can build... Are these just generic buildings? That's crazy. Growth of a town is influenced by various factors. Click on a town name for more information. Ah, maybe that's how we build it. Well, I want to build it over here, then. In this town. Maybe that's how we build our depot or whatnot. Let's see. Click on a town name. There we go. Charts and destinations. Ah, so we can see where everybody's connected to and what the usage is on that. That's kind of cool. Build the headquarters of your company in a location of your choice. Tip. Yes, that's true. How do we build that now? Town statistics. Stations. Vehicle statistics. Oh, good stuff to learn. Alright. Oh, it looks like we got very good quality for things. Okay, that's information we can use. How about building our headquarters? Let's see. Context help. I don't know exactly how I can build it, but we'll find out how. It says to build a prestigious residence. Ah, okay. I see. I don't see buildings here. Paint tools or terrain tools or assets is the other one. Fence, lamps, mission asset builder. Oh, wait, are the mission assets here? Oh, these are all temples. Oh, let's see. Well, that's kind of cool. We can put down a so I can just build my house. Here's my house, everybody. All right. I'm just going to go ahead and build my house right about here. I don't think this is this is an early access version, so there we go. That's my house. Everybody want to come on over? Wow, imagine the heating or cooling bill of this place. All right. I don't think that's supposed to be there. Paint tool, terrain tools. So we can actually level out the land, too, before we build some of that stuff. So that's kind of neat. All right, let's check buildings now. Let's see. Depots, cargo, passenger. Nope. Buildings. Nope. Huh, I don't see it anywhere. Building a headquarters. Well, let's check out the other one. Transporting people. How are we doing on that job? Are we actually getting that done? Where's that train? Should be a little symbol above it. Ah, looks like it's just arriving. Or actually just leaving. It looks like there's just a few people at the station, so we'll have to get on that too. Let's see. Ah, headquarters is here. So you click on account, then you click on headquarters and then build. That's a weird spot to put that. But here's our building. All right, I'm going to put our business across from my actual headquarters, which is there. This is just a dummy building for the IRS. But my real building is here.
Truly attractive estate.
Thank you.
But a veritable plague is spoiling all the fun.
Uh-oh.
Snakes have occupied the building. Rumor has it that a wise old woman knows how you could rid yourself of the snakes in your walls. She's supposed to be in Surabaya. The old woman says she doesn't know a thing, but you should try your luck with her cousin in Semarang, who has a knack for the art of snake charming. The snake charmer declared that you've probably angered the mighty snake goddess with your projects.
Yeah.
The snake priestess of Mount Merapi is the only one who could remedy the situation.
Oh, there's 3 temples now. They're probably mad because I built that one temple, angering the developers. Okay, not there. Not there.
The priestess has spoken. The only way she is willing to call off her children is if you make a sacrifice to the great snake goddess. Coffee, the priestess prophesied, will be the sure thing to appease the goddess.
Make an offering of coffee beans to the snake goddess. Okay, so you just want regular coffee beans. Okay, well that's easy. So this is transporting the finished beans. So we just need to make our road up here and a depot. All right. Well, let's see if we can put our depot down first. And then we'll build a road that comes on down from the mountain. So she's angered at... Wow, the snake god's probably mad because you built a lot of infrastructure. How about you go ahead and build a depot and a large road to get up here with some coffee? Like, man, why don't you come down to the grocery store? We'll get you some. Oh, wow. Ah, yes, one thing I love about this game, too, is you always need to watch out for elevation and such. So we'll have to build some switchbacks here as we get out from literally a mountain temple. There's no real way to avoid that. Oh, there we go. There we go. Perfect. Okay, now we'll just make a new connection up there. Buy a couple more road vehicles. I think we only have to do one. Just says make an offering, but maybe we have to deliver more than one. But let's just buy one vehicle, and we'll start short. We'll do a covered wagon, do it for 32, and we'll build a new route. Let's go on a new line. Line number 5, going from the depot all the way up to the temple. Could not connect all stations. Did I miss a road again? Let's check the road. Seems to be connected. Oh, I thought this little tiny path there was it being connected, but that's a footpath, so I just need to scoot it a little closer. My mistake. Confirm construction, and we'll scoot it in a little tighter. All right, note to self. We'll have to build that a little tighter in the future. What's that little red thing there? I don't... Seems to be... Oh, it must be a part of an old station stop. That's what it is. Okay. Now we'll connect it to the main road. There we go. Fit just like a glove. Now, line 5. Let's reorganize that. Configure line. Oh, wait, it is connected now. Perfect. All right, so now we just put that vehicle on the line. So if we go back to the road vehicle 9, line 5. Good. All right, now they should be able to deliver coffee there in no time. The main quest going well. 6 out of 25 people between the two stations have been completed, though it's going awfully slow, but, I mean, it's better than walking over the mountain. Would have been cool if I would have built a beautiful little train line on the waterfront. This is going to be great about the sandbox mode, too, is that if you just want to get in there and build just beautiful scenic railroads and such that cut through the mountains, that is totally up to you as well. It's going to be really cool to see what kind of missions lie in wait in the future. All right, 14 people are here, so we're getting awfully close to our main goal. What's the problem here? Oh, yeah, that's right. Green line is still having problems. That's our training line, but that doesn't matter. That's okay. All right, how many people are on the train? 13. Awesome. So if 13 people get off, we'll be up to... Actually, we'll be up to 25 once the other train comes back, right? Actually, there's probably more people there now. 17, yeah, so we're going to be there in no time. So as soon as a few people come back and forth, we're good to go. All right, let's speed up time and wait for those beans to get delivered. There goes our first bean delivery. Wait a minute, that's hauling 0 out of 5 sugar. Wait a minute. That's not going to work then. Maybe the covered wagon... I thought there was no difference except for the appearance, but maybe I'm mistaken now. Let's take a look at those vehicles. Let's see. Covered wagon. No, that can carry beans as well. Coffee beans or coffee beans. Huh. Oh, he's getting up there now. I wonder if he'll automatically set himself to pick up anything. Configure vehicle. I guess we have to have him go back to the depot, and we can take a look at his configuration. Meanwhile, the main objective will be done with one more delivery then. Didn't quite get there. I thought the next pickup would get everyone done, but at least there's how many people on board? Oh, wait, this is our that's our train.
Uh-oh.
Coffee
It's
train.
rumbling in the island's interior.
Uh-oh.
The mighty volcano Merapi threatens to erupt.
Oh,
A
no.
phenomenon like this wasn't reckoned with while planning the route. The natives claim that someone has probably angered one of their gods. Whatever the case, if the precious coffee fruit is supposed to be transported by rail in the future too, then it's imperative that something be done. It seems worthwhile to remove the infrastructure if it's not supposed to be buried under ashes and lava.
Send the train to the depot and remove the stop at the coffee plantation from the route. Oh, all right. Also, I'm trying to reconfigure this vehicle, but aside from colors and maintenance, I don't see a way to change the cargo that it hauls. So I'm kind of confused as to why it won't. These two covered ones won't go back. Let's sell these two. I'm gonna buy another one, put it on the other line. Let's buy a new vehicle. Flatbed uncovered. Road vehicle 9. I'd like it to go on line 5. And let's make sure it picks up coffee. Maybe there was no coffee available, that's why. There we go. Now it's got some coffee. It was set to sugar, so I thought perhaps there was some sort of configuration, but it just never picked up cargo, so it didn't convert. Okay, so what is the problem here? The giant volcano is about to erupt, so we need to send our trains back to the depot. So let's get that done. So let's see here. Configure vehicle. Back to station. And back to station. All right, these two are going to return to the station. And now that they're out of the way, we'll delete the track.
To enable coffee production to continue making progress in future, the route ought to be relocated to an area where it can be assumed that the expected eruptions will leave it intact.
Oh, so he wants us to rebuild the track. Remove station and tracks from the damage zone. Okay, I did that. And then rebuild them outside the area.
What a godsend. Your stylish residence is pleasantly snake-free again.
Oh, good. All right, time for train depot. Let's slow down our time a little bit. All right, terminal station, we'll build it over here then. So it's got to go out of the destruction zone. And this is a cargo station, yes. There we go. And now time for some new tracks. Right there. Super satisfying to build tracks in this game. I'm really going to look forward to building in like a franchise mode where you have to build with money in mind. I guess we'll make a tight turn there. That'll be okay.
The danger has been averted. Transport can be resumed. What's more, the volcano is showing signs of calming down again. Despite that, maybe relocating the route was still a wise move.
Okay. So, godsend, we finished our moving of our coffee over to the site up here. That's kind of cool. They take that.
The fertile island has a lot more to offer than coffee. The widow of a friendly grower, may the poor devil rest in peace, has been planting sugarcane lately. Make the lady happy by providing her with your services.
Wow, so many endos in this game. Let's see. I'll accept.
The sugar must be transported to town. From there it is shipped and then served when continental Europeans get together for coffee.
So we need to bring it from the sugar plantation here to the port over there. Well, the best way to do that will probably be via train. So we can add a cargo hub to this. Let's see how to do that. I could probably add a cargo hub. Cargo buildings. Can I add another platform? Cargo platform. There we go. Okay, let's add that onto this. We'll make it too long. Perfect. That is so awesome. Nice new feature, I think. And then we'll add tracks onto this. Oh, wait a minute. I should build it to the side. Oh, but it can't be that long. Uh-oh. Doesn't look like I can build there due to buildings in the way. Hold on a second. Oh, that building just moved. Oh, that's super convenient. Cool. I'm glad those buildings weren't there at all. Perfect. Awesome. All right, let's try this again. Okay, configure new track for our cargo station. Perfect. And then we'll get rid of this other track. But now we can build a new train line that just hugs the other one. Or, wait a minute. Yeah, this is a passenger line. So let's just make a second track since we've got $96 million. We'll just build one train to go back and forth. I wouldn't imagine that we're going to get too much sugar. So let's just have it hug this one. Oh, okay. Building everything in sections. And we'll add another cargo terminal to the passenger station. That is so awesome that we can do that. That makes things a lot easier for expanding in the future without having to rebuild. Makes things a lot easier. And if I would have known that in the future, it would have been a little easier for me to, you know, not build onto these factories. But some things have to move in the name of progress. Excellent. Let's connect these two. Perfect. So now we can deliver the sugar there. Now we just need to buy a new train and set up a new line, and then buy probably another road depot. It'll just be easier since we have so much money to build another road depot, or rather train depot there, rather than building junctions and such. Though that is the correct way to do it in the future. We'll build another depot over here just in case I have to add more trains. So let's do that here. And I think it's going to have to pick up cargo first, so let's build it like right about there. Cool. Now let's have the train come in. Well, we won't need two, but that's okay. Always get our money back. There we go. Now, when you got 91 million, I guess you don't have to worry too much. Now, I need a way to transport it to the town. So we'll build a truck depot nearby. And there's already a road here, so that's perfect for us. So let's go ahead and build that. Truck station here. Good. Now, the lesson we learned last time is make sure you connect it to the road. So lesson learned, I guess, from last time. And now we want a station to come inside the town and stop next to the train station. So right there is probably fine. And another road depot, unless we already have one. Nope, no road depots here. So let's go with a road depot. Better to build that by the factory because it's well out of town and looks kind of cool. There we go. All right, road vehicles. Let's set up a new line first. So we'll set up a new line that brings all that sugar to the train line first. Excellent. So let's buy some road vehicles for that. I think maybe 5 will do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And we'll assign these 5 to line 6. Perfect. Now we need to buy ourselves a new big O train. So let's buy ourselves... I wonder if we get a new train yet. Any new trains? Nope. Not enough time has passed. And then we need to buy a cargo for sugarcane, which is the gondola. So we'll need to buy... Let's see. Maybe 4 of those. For 16 capacity. And we'll go with that one. Perfect. And now we need a new train line. So train line number, or at least line number 7. From this train stop, station, cargo station. Seems to not want to go. Oh, there it goes. Oops. Didn't want to add it there for a second. And then back over to our line in town. Perfect. Okay, now let's get this train added to it, and we're good to go. So train number 5, you're on line 7. Oh, is it going to try to take that path? I don't want it to take that train line. I don't think these train lines cross, do they? It looks like it tried to go onto that other track. There should be no junction along the track, is there? That's strange. I want them to be on the side of each other, but not be on the same track. That shouldn't be happening. I see. It's because it's trying to go to the passenger stop, but why? How can I tell it to go to a different stop? Let's see. Let's check that line again. A little bit of learning. Ah, there it is. Track 1. Well, we don't want it to go to track 1. We want it to go to a different track. So we're going to have to figure that out. There's also track 2. What's 1? 2 and 1 are set to line 1. So how do I set this other track up? Oh, new stuff to learn. Well, we've built a new track and a new platform. So how do I get it to recognize that? All right, let's figure this out.